Hi everyone, we're back, and today we're going to be comparing the Hoover SmartWash Pet and the Bissell Revolution HydroSteam. We have three stains here. We have barbecue sauce, hot sauce, and soy sauce. I rubbed and embedded them in the carpet. They're both the same amount on each side. They might look slightly different, but they're the same amount. I measured it. So we're going to see how well these machines perform at removing these stains, and then I'm going to go over the features and benefits of each machine and give you my opinion of which one is better. So let's begin. We're going to start off with the Bissell. We're going to use steam wash. I'm going to hold down the trigger until the steam starts. It's warming up. Alright, the steam is ready. Let's take 2 forward wet passes and 2 forward dry passes. That's 1 forward wet pass. Two forward wet pass, releasing the trigger. 1 forward dry pass. Two forward dry pass. And the Bissell has done its pass. Let's try the Hoover SmartWash now. I'm going to make sure that solution is flowing into the Hoover SmartWash. Now it is. Dry only. So as you can see, the Bissell did do a better job of cleaning. But look at how much more water the Bissell used though. That's probably why. The Hoover used a very small amount, while the Bissell's tank is already at least 1/4 of the way full. So in those 4 passes, you can see the Bissell did do a better job. Let's do some more passes with each machine and see how much more the machines are able to pick up. We're going to do the same thing, 2 wet, 2 dry. You see it lightened them up just a little bit, but didn't do too much more than it did before. Let's try the Hoover SmartWash now. So with 2 more passes, the Bissell didn't do too much. The Hoover did do more because it didn't pick up as much the first time. But again, let's compare the water use. The Bissell, has used up 1/3 of its tank. The Hoover barely touched its water supply, as you can see in the dirty tank. So the Bissell is using at least 2 or 3 times the water as the Hoover. In only 4 wet passes, the Hoover or the Bissell has used up 1/3 of its water. And that's probably why it's cleaning better. So let's take a couple more passes with the SmartWash and see how well it's able to do. And we'll use a similar amount of water because the Hoover SmartWash is a lot more water efficient. We'll go just a little bit slower. This one last stain is being really difficult, so I'm going to go just a little bit slower. The Hoover just sent a piece of hair flying out. So now you can see they're just about equal now. But again, even after all those passes, the Hoover is still barely used much water versus the Bissell, which is again almost full, as you can see by this. So, as you can see, the Bissell is deep cleaning the stains better, but again, it is using about 3-4 times more water. So you'll just have to take a couple extra passes with the SmartWash in order to get out really deep stains. But you could also pre-spray them with a stain remover and that would kind of do the same thing. So I'm going to show you the next features of the machines. Stay tuned. So another thing is that both of these machines come with an upholstery hose and tools. But the Bissell does have a major disadvantage when using the upholstery hose and tools. I'm going to plug the hose in, just like so, and I'm going to turn the machine on. If you can't notice the disadvantage, it's that the brush rolls are still spinning. The hose is in use, there's water coming out, but the hose is, even with the hose plugged in, the brushes still spin. Now let's try the Hoover. We're going to open up the Hoover's brush or hose spot right here. Can't exactly remember how this goes. Just like that. As you can see on the Hoover, the hose is also in action. You can see it spraying. But the Hoover's brush roll is turned off. Let me zoom in. Those brushes are not spinning. So if you were to accidentally set one of these carpet cleaners on a towel, their own power cord, something delicate, the Bissell would just destroy it. And I've had that happen with machines that don't have brush roll shut-offs. Versus on the Hoover, you don't have to worry about that, which is a major advantage for the Hoover SmartWash. So let's go over maintenance and cleaning and then finish this up. All right, so let's go over maintenance on the machines. When it comes to the water tanks, it's pretty easy to clean both of them. You can simply remove the tank, open this latch, and gain access to the entire tank. Very easy. That's how you empty and clean it. Now on the Revolution HydroSteam PET, you can also remove the tank like this. But one of them does have an advantage. So on the Bissell, you simply press these 2 tabs and the brush rolls, or the brush roll cover comes off like this. But the brush rolls themselves do not come out. So if you need to clean these brush rolls or get in here, there's no way to remove these brush rolls. I mean, I think you might be able to access them with a screwdriver, but I'm not sure. But on the Hoover side, you simply pull open the nozzle. This cord is in the way. There we go. Like so. It's easier to remove too. Then all you do is lift this tab, and your brush rolls come right out for easy cleaning. Then you simply set it back in like so. Alright, so which carpet cleaner is the better machine? In my opinion, if I had to buy one, I would have to pick the Hoover SmartWash. It has better attachments. Like, it's easier to use because this shuts automatically, so you can't leave it open like on the Bissell. You'd leave this open and you'd have no suction. The Hoover is spring loaded. The Hoover also has significantly better suction power than the Bissell does. It really seals to the carpet, picks up, all that dirt and pet hair and grime that's in your carpet. It has the brush roll shut off, easier to clean brush roll, and the dry time is the biggest thing I have with this Bissell that I don't like. In my experience, it takes 24 hours for your carpet to dry with the Bissell versus 2 to 3 with the Hoover. That's a major problem on the Bissell, and that's because it uses a ton of water and it doesn't have as much suction as the Hoover, or the nozzle doesn't pick up as well. And the Hoover also does have the heated drying system, which blows hot motor exhaust onto the carpet to pick up all the nastiness, or to dry the carpet, make sure that all of the water is removed. It has the better suction and it has the heat drying. The Bissell does have steam, which is cool, and it does help remove stains, but again, that poor dry time is a major issue. If you have heavily soiled, filthy carpets, then the Bissell might be a better option. It'll clean it up in fewer passes, as you saw, but that massively slow dry time means you'll have to wait a long time to reuse your carpets, and you'll be leaving a lot of dirty water in them. In my opinion, the hose system, the cleaning of the brush rolls, and the faster dry time means I would pick the Hoover SmartWash, though I do love the Bissell Revolution. Again, I am not sponsored by either of these brands. I bought both these machines myself. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the Hoover SmartWash Pet and the Bissell Revolution HydroSteam, and I'll see you next time.